We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at Absolute Power Origins Issue 3. This is the final installment of the three-part miniseries from DC Comics that loosely ties into Absolute Power. This issue was written by John Ridley, pencils by Alitha Martinez, Norm Rapmund did the inks, Andrew Dalhouse did the colors, Steve Wands on letters, cover by Edwin Galman and Pascal Ferreira, Marquis Draper, associate editor, Paul Kaminsky, editor. The cover's well done, but it really tells you nothing about what's going on in this book, which would be kind of hard to do because it's just a character study. But it's well done for what it is, probably the best of the three covers. So we start off with the time Batman broke into Task Force X and beat the crap out of a bunch of people just to prove he could. Now Waller sees this as an opportunity to try and start collecting intel. It really humiliated her, she's personally slighted, and she wants to know who Batman is. And she narrowed it down to one of the 12 inmates who came into the facility, but it's not good enough. She starts collecting intel and fingerprints from everybody in the cell, and she wants to start secretly collecting fingerprints of everyone in Gotham. This is sort of the catalyst for her obsessive need to gather information. She felt personally insulted by Batman when he did that. If I remember the issue correctly, she threatened to reveal his secret identity in the book, but realistically, Batman would be smart enough to cover his fingerprints in some way, use some fake ones or something like that. We also learn that she is pretty much alienated from her family who do not understand what she's up to, and she sees her life mission as assisting democracy no matter whose civil rights she has to trample on. She doesn't care about civil rights or the Constitution, she cares only about her idea of justice. This was probably the best issue of the miniseries, but it's still not particularly compelling. There is a little bit more to this one than the others, but this is dollar bin material all the way. There's not a lot of action, there's not a lot of intrigue, it's mostly just this self-obsessed woman trying to impose her concept of morality on everybody else, because she's right and everybody else is wrong. And I didn't think it was particularly well executed. The art is okay, it's passable, it's not great, it looks a little more indie art, but I've seen a lot worse out of DC. It's just not spectacular. The cover is the best part of the book, paper quality is not very good, the story could be a little boring if you're looking for an action-adventure story and you end up with this long college character study writing exercise. So I'm gonna say if you want to read this, get it out of a dollar bin. Don't pay anywhere near cover price for it. It's just not worth it, especially with the paper quality being so bad. If you want to pick it up in trade paperback, I would say wait and try and find it at a clearance store like Ollie's for like $4. If you pay any more than a few dollars for these issues, you're probably going to feel pretty cheated. It's just not that interesting. But that's going to wrap up this episode. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this one, please give it a like, share it around, and subscribe if you haven't. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, links are in the description to various support methods. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.